The Arcadia Ice Arena is a chilly oasis in the desert, where players of various stripes can practice their favorite sport, hockey. These guys crave the speed and agility it takes to compete on the ice.
But if you look closely, not all of these players are men. One of them is Lyndsey Fry. She's a women's Harvard hockey player and is a strong contender for the 2014 Winter Olympics.
Lyndsey Fry shows up here with a bag of gear and gets ready to suit up. Her life revolves around hockey, and she has a goal to make the U.S. Olympic team.
You know, I always kind of had an idea that I was good and could go somewhere, but in my head, again, girls hockey wasn't a thing here. I didn't even really understand how big it was, let alone that it even existed. And so I remember any time that I had an eyelash to blow on, or any time I had a birthday or something where I could make a wish, probably until I was 12 and really started understanding it. It was always be the first player in the NHL, first girl in the NHL or whatever, which there already had been a woman, but she was a goalie, so in my head I justified it and said it was different. It was really when I started wrapping my head around the idea that, that's probably not where it's going to be headed, but the Olympics is where you're going to go.
Lyndsey is an Arizona native who has found success in the tough world of women's hockey after training in the desert for a pair of skates in the hockey breeding grounds of Massachusetts, where Harvard University lies and where Lyndsey is a member of the women's hockey team.
Coming from here, you don't really understand a lot of that East Coast stuff unless your parents are from there. At least that's what I think. I look at my teammates who have grown up in Boston. They've been growing up going to women's college games their entire lives. That's what they've had to aspire to, look up to. I didn't even know that was a reality until I was probably early in high school.
Growing up in a state where hockey is less than ordinary, Lyndsey attributes her desire to begin playing hockey to her favorite childhood movie.
Well, what got me into it was the Mighty Ducks movies. All the little, trick plays or funny things that they do, the spinoramas and all that stuff that would never happen in a real hockey game. But I think that's the kind of stuff that really attracted me to it.
Harvard and hockey are teaching Lyndsey important life lessons along the way.
Being a Harvard athlete, it's a big job and it takes a lot. You're probably going to be, a stronger person on the other side of it because you will learn to manage your time. You will learn to make those sacrifices when you need to. Throughout high school, I wasn't in the best shape I needed to be in. I, didn't put in the extra effort and all that kind of stuff. And I got to college and it kind of, it came back to bite me. And so this past year has really been about figuring out what I wanted and then taking it the next step and actually doing what it was going to take to get there. So this experience has just been so cool to sort of see hard work really pay off.
Hopefully be at the Olympics.
If this is kind of your first taste of, a girl playing hockey or whatever, I'm just honored to, be able to play that role, I guess, is kind of the first in Arizona. But, I certainly hope that a lot of girls in particular can follow in my footsteps. And, when hockey is kind of over for me, I'd, love to come back and kind of help promote the sport. Because it is something that I think a lot of girls don't even realize is an opportunity for them here.
Reporting for No 99, I'm Brittany Vermilia.